nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please come to order. We do have privilege posting and codes in chapter 591 of the Texas Government Code is amended, known as the Texas Open Meeting Act. Any members of the public who wish to speak shall have 5 minutes.
I'm going to let you know, new fire department got the new truck. It's in service, so we're excited about that. We got around 260 calls for the year, been a slow month, so I guess that's a blessing.
You should have never said
I
that.
know, right? I know, right? And we have one truck in the shop that we're supposed to get back tomorrow. So anyway, y'all and I do have it here if y'all like to look at it after.
Go for a joyride.
But hey, as long as I'm driving.
It is joy.
How many will it carry?
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might take us a while.
There you go.
There you go.
Judge and Commissioners, county staff, thank you for your service, and I thank the public for being here and participating in this public process. Some time ago, several months, if not a year ago, the county, I believe, sent a letter to the state regarding our office downstairs, our driver's license office, DPS office. The state at the time was in a program to close some offices, particularly smaller ones, including the one here in Freestone County, and that effort prevailed on the part of the county to keep ours open. I want to read an article here, a bit from the paper, a nationwide paper, by the way. And it's the article itself, which I won't get into, is the Real ID law requirement. About a year from now, we'll all have to have a different endorsement on our driver's license to get in a federal facility or fly on a plane. Either that, we have to have a passport. That's a year from now, but that's kind of aside from the issue I'm about to read about. And this is it's about 2 pages. Excuse me, 2 paragraphs. It starts extra long lines at DMVs, Department of Motor Vehicles, and this is a nationwide issue across the country, are a real concern, these long lines. The Texas Department of Public Safety is already under fire for 3- and 4-hour waits for driver's licenses at Dallas area offices after closing small offices. I know that the lines can be long here, but folks aren't waiting outside, and at least they can wait locally rather than having to go somewhere else and waiting a longer time. After closing offices and consolidating locations, with lines stretching around buildings in sweltering summer heat. And I'll close this with a quote from Governor Greg Abbott, said in March about his own state agency, quote, "The way DPS has handled driver's licenses in the state of Texas is despicable, and it has been non-responsive." And this, of course, is his own state agency. So thank you, Commissioners, Judge. Thanks to the county for keeping our office open. Thank you.
We've actually requested that we get either another person or at least that person more than one day, but we've not been able to get it. But thank you for bringing that to us. Anyone else? If not, then we will go to item number 1, the minutes of the September 18th and September 25th meetings. transfers and amendments.
Judge Grant, there's a couple of transfers for 2020, or the fiscal year 2020, and in 2019 is the majority of them.
Make a motion to accept the budget transfers and amendments.
A second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. And number 3 is to approve and pay the bills.
Oh, 86,
That's a special fund
yeah.
where we receive funds that were not anticipated when we set the budget, and then those funds are paid out of that Fund 86,
Okay.
or whatever that money came in for. Percentages look a little different depending on if you're looking at a 2020 expense or a 2019 expense. Because they're mixed together on this.
I make a motion.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 5 is reports. I have a sick leave pool quarterly report, no hours donated, none used. A report from the tax office for the month of September. We have an investment report for the year, October 1st of 2018 to September 30th of 2019. Would you like to comment on that, Jeannie?
Just doing my quarterly report on that, and it shows that for the whole year, in interest alone, that's between our CDs, our tax point, our bank, we made $203,582.29 in interest.
Do we have any other reports?
I have a report from the Commissioner of School, reading my hours.
We'll do this on number 7. Yes.
Okay, these are our road reports of what we did in 2019.
We just leave it right there. Any other reports? If not, do we have a motion to accept the reports?
Make the motion to accept. Second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Number 6 is burn ban. No action. And we'll go to item number 7, special road use agreements, contracts, permits, road bonds, or
I want to ask you a question about this bond. Can we vote on it and not put it to the Frank's check, so we wouldn't have to have a special meeting? How would be the best way to do this, what I'm asking?
I don't see where it would be a problem if we voted to cancel the bond contingent on receiving
The check.
that check.
And that way we wouldn't have to have a call meeting.
That's
Monday
true.
or whatever.
That's true. You see a call to that? Anybody?
But it would be only when we get that check.
Yes. That would be part of the motion.
Is that what I think that? It would only save us from having a call meeting. Like, somebody first have to come in and get to do that. But I don't want to have those roads back until we get the check.
I think we can do it contingent. If you would feel more comfortable, I don't think any of us mind coming back just for a very short meeting. It's a pretty big deal.
It's a real big deal legal. I don't mind doing it that way, but I don't want to release the bond until we get the check.
Let's don't do it today. Any others? If not, we'll go to item number 8, bonds and certification certificates. Now, okay. Have one from Michael Daniels for County Judges and Commissioners Association. And let me see if all of these legislative updates are made. Security awareness, Linda Jarvis, same for Alicia Davis, same for Murray Moore, same for Sabre Keith, and Amanda Girdman, and People Moore, Melissa Santana. Now for Alicia Davis, election law seminar, and Linda Jarvis, election law seminar. Cybersecurity awareness, Alicia Davis. Training, that was number 1. Number 2, cybersecurity awareness, training number 2 for Alicia Davis. And 3 for Alicia Davis. motion to accept these?
Second.
All in favor, aye. Item number 9 is the Healthy County presentation by Ashley Sheridan.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you all doing?
Worked out real good.
All right, better than me. I got stuck behind a trailer this morning. Just ridiculous. Test my patience. Got to work on that. But I just wanted to come and kind of give you guys an update and information as well about the Healthy County program, things that are available to you all as being members of the Health Pool with TAC. And so if you open up your folder, you'll just see a packet. If you look over to the other side, you'll see there that I did include some handouts for you all. We do have a wellness conference that we hold each year, so I wanted to invite you all to that. That will be in February of 2020. At that conference, we're just updating all of the members over the program, things, initiatives that we're starting out as well. And then if you look at that handout of the employer rewards, this is a program that we do like to provide to you all as being members for just encouraging, promoting, supporting the wellness program. And so the county is eligible to earn funds based on participation. So you guys will earn funds as employees are participating in our Sonic Boom program. Also, if you implement a county-specific incentive, we do incentivize you guys for that as well. And then there is an additional component if there is any educational or workshops that I come out and do for you all. So just wanted to make you all aware of the opportunities that we are wanting to reward you as the county for participating and, like I said, encouraging and implementing the different programs that we do have available for you all. And then when I received your renewal paperwork as well, there was an interest to kind of just learn a little bit more about an incentive program. And so that information is included in just this PowerPoint handout that I wanted to provide you all. Just give some different, just give you some information basically about how that kind of operates and works. And so if you just kind of look at that PowerPoint, you can see the options that are available. The main thing, without getting too much into the weeds, which is most of this handout here, I just wanted to kind of go back and look at the last couple of pages, just because that's going to have the different health activities that we do incentivize for. And then also one thing that I really like to do with the counties is have a strategic plan in place. So trying to help you guys move forward, whether it's what are your goals, let's identify those. How does Healthy County, how does wellness, how does TAC support you with achieving those goals as well? A lot of counties it is, let's get this cost down, right? So we want to be able to reduce the medical costs, and that's something that we have as a goal too with the Healthy County program. And so there are certain things that we've seen that are in place, whether you encourage them or you incentivize them, as this handout indicates, that you can do to help them drive down that medical cost as well. And so just kind of wanted to give a little touch of that discussion, seeing if that's something more that you guys would like to have a conversation about, just the different initiatives, as I said, different educational opportunities that I can provide to you all, and then also to the employees here as they do participate in the program. And then the other handout that I had was the Healthy County Resources flyer. And this is just to give you an overview of the different programs that are available for employees to participate in as well. One big change that we had that started yesterday was our previous condition management and lifestyle management program through Blue Cross Blue Shield has now changed to a well-being management program. So it kind of became a bigger program, a little bit more engaging for employees to be able to participate in. And with that change, we had a medicine match benefit that employees could participate in, where they receive 50% off the co-pays for their medications if it was related to high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or asthma. As we're going to move forward with this, due to the changes in well-being management, we have frozen that enrollment. So employees who have been receiving that benefit, they will continue to receive that benefit for the program. However, due to the additional components with well-being management, we decided that we're going to stop new enrollment for that. So just wanted to make employees aware of that's going to be one big benefit, which I discussed with them when I came out here for open enrollment as well, that that's going to be one change that is going to be in effect. But just wanted to make you all aware of that biggest program, and then also just highlight that Sonic Boom program, which is our physical activity program. So employees who do participate in that, we provide them with a physical activity device, whether they want a Fitbit or a Garmin, and that's how they would track their steps. If they have an Apple Watch, they're able to connect that to the portal as well. And so they're just able to participate and then also earn an incentive. 2019 it was a $50 incentive, and starting in 2020 it'll be $60, and they'll actually earn part of their incentive throughout the year versus having to wait until the end of the year to get that incentive.
And that goes to the employee, not the county.
Correct. It goes directly to the employee. We do all the administration. You guys don't have to do any additional work with that. And then as they participate in that, as I mentioned in the beginning, you guys get additional funds as the county that we write out to you for that employer rewards that we set up. But that was it. I put my card in there. As I said, if you guys wanted to have a more detailed discussion, we can look at your claims. I'm a big data person, so I love looking at that and trying to figure out ways that we can assist you guys, so that way we can drive down that medical cost. Any questions? Any other questions?
Ashley, just for clarification, I think you were telling me at one point that so the funds that you were talking about that are available to the county, every year we get some funds for being part of the pool, we get that back. But in addition to that, if we did an incentive program or had more people participate, then we would get more funds, correct?
Yes, yes. So within that employer rewards, there's 3 different ways that you guys can earn funds.
For the county.
For the county. That part's for the county.
Focus on, for the employee, maybe we can get more participation. We tried to start a program a long time ago and didn't have much success in that, but
Okay.
I might just look at that again.
Yeah, and I
We
mean,
can get some people interested to come coordinate.
And could you just give, I know it's in the PowerPoint, but could you give a couple of examples of what you were talking about, how like you could, in an incentive program, like if an employee went and got their yearly
Yes.
physical, then the county could.
yes, so the annual exam, that's kind of what I consider is the baby step when you're implementing an incentive program. So if an employee does go receive their annual exam, you all should be getting the annual exam, just do a little checkpoint, make sure we're good. Once an employee does that, which is covered under your plan, there's no out-of-pocket copay for that, then you guys would be able to receive additional funds with that. One thing that you can do as an employee does that, you can tie an incentive as well. So whether it's a reward that you want to provide the employee for doing that activity, or they can start contributing towards their health coverage. So those are the 2 options that we have. There's a contribution differential with that, or you can do the reward. We have a lot of counties that are doing more of the rewards based, but we have a couple of groups that do that contribution differential as well. And so it's just really trying to make sure that as health and medical consumers, we're doing our part as well. So like I said, getting that annual exam is kind of the baseline of things, making sure that our blood pressure, all of those things are being in check, because unfortunately, they're silent killers. And so we're able to go ahead and catch those things at an earlier rate. The cost for the employee, cost to the plan, all of those things are reduced. So just different ways that we can go ahead and incentivize that. And so that information is included in the handout over those different activities that I mentioned. But if you look at that first page, you'll kind of see how we outline if you're going to do a reward or a contribution differential there. But as I mentioned, and then as Jeannie emphasized, once you guys participate, or the more that employees participate, that feeds into them. They're able to earn rewards, but then that also adds into the funds that would provide back to the county as well.
All right. Any discussion, questions?
So we can definitely do a kickoff program where I come out and kind of restart that initiative, let employees know what is available to them, get them signed up, get them ready to go. I would encourage maybe even December or January, just because one of our first contests starts like early January. So if we can get them good and going, then they can earn some money throughout the year for them.
Yeah. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Item number 10, consider a 2-year contract with Northland Cable for internet. I believe our number one JP is here.
Where are we at on that? Because I missed it last week, I was on vacation.
Well, there was a question as to why we needed to change, why you needed another one. I don't think I explained it well enough, so can you tell us where you were? I know you were losing
Yeah,
service and that kind of stuff.
Right, because our program works off the internet, so it kicks it off all the time and it stops. It's constant. So that's why I was looking at other options. Jeannie, did you see?
Cinnamon had come into my office after the last meeting and asked that I check with Windstream just to see if it would be cost efficient to put them on the,
Yes.
100 meg that we already have, and so I checked into that. It's taken him a little longer to get numbers, but he kind of gave me a preliminary number, and I think we can even get that more reduced because there's some things on there that we really don't need that could go along with what we already have. And so I'm going to talk back to him about that. But he said the proposal right now for the equipment would be like $240 a month. And that would be to put all of them on there, not just JP1. That would be 10 phones down there. That would be JP1, JP3, extension, constables. And so that would be that whole building. And the low end of it a month, that was just for the equipment, but with the service added to it, which he didn't have the full numbers on, the low end would be somewhere around $500 a month and $700 a month, and that would be including that $240. So, and I kind of did a little quick adding up what they're paying right now for their thing, and it's a little over $700. So I think if they wanted to go that route, I think they could do it for about the same price that they're already currently paying, and they would be on the 100
And then everybody would have that.
That would be great.
So, but again, that's totally a deal.
All right, well, is that,
Anything,
is that something, I don't know that we'd have to even vote on anything on that then.
I definitely
But
feel
it
like
wouldn't be a
Windstream
new
would have to come
agreement.
out and do a site thing. I mean, they're just kind of
Yes.
giving me preliminary numbers. They would
Yes.
definitely have to come out and do a
Come
site. So I
back
mean, it
and-
wouldn't be like immediate. It wouldn't start, tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Who are we with now? Who are you with now?
Windstream. And I've had.
but they have DSL right now. They have dial-up, which is antiquated. And each one has it. Sorry, excuse me. For us, at having a network now, the DSL is a little older. And so, that's why she's having the problems. It's not a dedicated line. Again, I'm not IT, so a
Right.
little of it's over my head, but this would be a dedicated circuit. It would be up and down the same where a dial-up
But
is.
if
You
we
get a
could
good
get
up,
that
but you can't.
higher speed and it'd be the same price, and it would be for
Right.
everybody down there, that sounds like that would be our best option. It's about the same cost. Okay.
Whatever would be best. Will work.
Yeah, all right.
And save money.
And also, I visited with Cinnamon about, because she was talking about, anyway, talk to her. Did she tell you about maybe y'all using the same phone system or something?
And that's what this would be. This would be the VoIP system. They would be on our phone system.
Oh.
They would have our internet.
Not just the internet,
No,
it would
ma'am.
be the phones too.
That would be the whole phone
Perfect.
system.
That would resolve that, okay.
Maybe, yes. And I think our phones are a little.
Extensions
high
would
because,
be.
they changed those programs up so
Yeah.
much and we don't stay on top of that.
Okay, well, we'll come back and talk
That would be
about this when you get the
Okay,
process.
thank you.
Perfect, all right. Number 11, are we ready for the sound system?
No, ma'am, he's about to be done with dealing with buy board. There's been a lot of mix-up between him and buy board, but once he gets it worked out, we should be good to move forward and present it to the
All
court.
right, we're not gonna table it again. When you're ready,
Yes,
just
ma'am.
let her know and we'll put it on the agenda.
Sounds good.
Item number 12, Silver Choice Program renewal for 2020. this is for retirees, the silver card. Our current monthly rate's $253.44, and our new rate would be $265.61. How many people do we have on that? 11. And in order to qualify, you have to have worked for the county for
12 consecutive years.
12 consecutive years. And before you can retire, and that supplement will pay to you. And you have to be 65 or older. Some of us are. We won't have to make. Any discussion on that? You know, we've talked about at some point, as we're cutting all these things, at some point, there may be something we have to look at.
It went up $12.17.
Sir?
It went up $12.17.
Yes. Any discussion?
You need a motion to accept that 265?
Yes.
I'll make that motion.
Any other discussion? If not, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Item number 13 is the agreement between Freestone County and the Fairfield Library Association. And it's basically just says they will provide services to everyone in the county in exchange for the supplement that we give them. And that is whatever is budgeted each year is the amount that we agree on. Discussion? If not, do we have a motion?
I make a motion that we continue the contract with the Fairfield Library Association.
Second.
All in favor, aye? Motion carried. Item number 14 is for Freestone County Antique Public Library.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye? Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Item number 15 is to discuss the 2020 transcript plan, which it began yesterday. Transporting, right? All right. You want to tell us a little something about the plan?
Well, originally when we came in here, we knew it'd be at least 50 minimum, and that was for used ones that we were looking at. We've actually gotten with Caldwell, the same place we get our Tahoes, and Chief's been working with them. We can actually get a brand new one for $58,600, and it will hold 12 people. There'll be 3 different separation walls to where we can move females and males at the same time. We can move different, whether they're classifications at the same time, so we'd only have to make one trip over and one trip back. So I would really like the commissioners to consider the $58,600, knowing that we had to spend $50 regardless on a used one. At least we know we're getting a brand new one with the Tahoes that we'll get, same place. And
with the trade-ins, you think there'll be enough?
With the trade-ins, right. I'm not sure how much we're going to get on the trade-ins, but with the trade-ins, it won't be a complete $8,600. It'll be even less than that.
Yes.
So, but I think that's the route we should go. Because we were looking at used ones, and you never know what you're going to get with that. This is brand new, ready to roll. And one trip over there, one trip back, which is very important.
Judge Grant, can y'all make a motion to purchase that through my board?
And it's already been approved through my board.
We don't know exactly how much difference in the funds that would be needed, but it should be minimal.
Yeah,
I'll make that motion.
I second.
All in favor, aye? Any opposed? None. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any comments from commissioners or members? I do have one question from commissioners. Did we have any from the state on a project that was eligible for federal participation through this last year. I don't think that we did. Did anybody have anything that we did? Okay. All right, that's all I did.
I have this thing from the, state about the, closed up road. On 11, County Road 1100. I think we'll just go ahead and put that on the agenda to get that done.
Okay.
I had it somewhere.
I don't know that it has to be voted on, maybe it's just the information item is what we think is. So we will advise everyone, you can put that out, on that emergency notification system advising everyone that
It's,
it's going to be closed.
attached is a resolution in support of subject of off-bridge replacement project. And,
Do we have a resolution? Oh, we will need to put it on then, if they need a resolution. Thank you, sir.
so can we get that put on the next?
We will. Ms. Beth will have it.
We got our new fuel tank over, fire station in Fairfield, winter's burning. They got 500 gallons of diesel, 500 gallons of gas. They got the lot, they're on combination, and, the camera's looking at them, so should be good to go. Just county fire.
There was a Senate bill that passed, Senate Bill 944, which talked about any text messages or emails between county employees that had to do, that are on their personal cell phones or emails, that we have to keep those as part of our retention. So Jim Allison has said that they're working with other county associations on a draft policy to limit the retention of texts and emails. So until that comes out, be very careful about, what I would suggest is trying not to send any texts or emails on your personal phone that has to do with county business to other employees. Because that's gonna be a pain in the neck.
And Brian may be able to touch on this a little bit too, but there has been a legal law that has come out that basically is going to hinder law enforcement. We didn't find this out till late, otherwise it would have been something I would have had to bring forward to the court. But you guys are kind of in the same boat as commissioners as we are. Anything you do on your phone, as far as legal and government, your phone is going to be subject to seizure and for evidence. A lot of places that they already have around here, as far as our police agencies, they're having their phone paid for by the county because that's their work phone. When they come to work, that's the phone they use at work. Their other phone is strictly for personal business. The phone is just for work purposes. And
we didn't have it on the agenda,
right.
So we can't really.
Right. Well, I'm
just putting that out there that we are going to be getting some more information. And
yes.
We will put it on the agenda.
Yes, and it is.
See how we're going to address that. So be careful.
Yeah.
In the meantime, until we get further instructions, try not to. I would suggest try not to do that. That's what that way we won't have to.
How's it going on with the roof on the jail?
They came yesterday. Was it yesterday? The day before? Monday.
Friday. Because we were up there
I was
Friday.
in your office when they showed up. Friday?
Yeah, it was.
They came Friday and measured again. Not sure I don't know what happened, but they came Friday. That's the first thing I said when I walked up there. I said, y'all have already been here to measure. And they were measuring again, saying they were gonna order the material. And we were told the material was already in order, waiting on it.
We were just waiting for them to
Yep.
release it from the manufacturer. I'll call them when we get
Yes,
ready.
ma'am.
Anything else?
And when we get our roof fixed, are we ready to put people in jail?
Yes, we're ready.
We'll call them as soon as we go back.
Well, I say we're ready. We still have to get Jill Standards approval, but everything
Anything else?
seems to be good.
If not, do we have a motion to adjourn?
You got it?
Second.